Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to PPS Theory Sessions. Yesterday, we have completed our 6th unit, which is recursion, where we have seen number of examples for recursion and how even recursion helps us in some complex programs, like merge sort and quick sort. Next, the 7th unit that we are gonna start today is pointers. So we'll see what is pointer and how we can use pointers in our program and what are the benefits of pointers. Look, it's not the thing that every language supports the pointer. Okay, remember, pointers are depending on the programming languages, whether that programming language do support pointer or not, right? Because pointer is something which is accessing the memory address directly. And because of that reason, if you give direct access to the memory location, then that leads to some security issues also. And because of that reason, some of the languages does not have support of pointers. Well, in C, we do have support of pointer, and we are going to see how pointers works in C and C++. So this is the overview highlight of points that we are going to cover as per our syllabus. We'll start with the very basic of pointers. What is pointer? How we can access address, how we can store that address, and how to access value at a given address. That's what the use of pointer is. Then we will see pointer to pointer. One is a pointer, and we again want to point that pointer. So pointer to pointer, double layer. Then we will see how we can use pointers with array. So maybe pointer to array or array of pointers. And then we will also see how we can pass pointer to a function and how we can return a pointer from function. So that will be the starting point or initial kickstart for you to use pointers somewhere in your program, right? So let's go through the basics of pointers first. What is a pointer? Look, pointer is it's not a primitive data type. It's not something that directly being supported by the C programming language, because primitive data types are nothing but integer, character, float, double, long, short. We have seen and all those things, right? But pointer is a derived data type in C. Okay, that actually contains the memory address of a given variable, any variable you have. Now, why it is derived data type? Because look, memory addresses depends on the compiler and the system where you are executing your code. You have to be careful. Even whether your operating system is 32-bit operating system or 64-bit operating system, depending on that, the size of the data types may also differ, and so on. So we'll see those points in this unit. So right now, what is pointer? Pointer is nothing but a derived data type that contains the memory address of a given variable. Now, what is memory address? It is nothing but a location of that value, of some value or a variable inside the computer memory where entire program instructions have been loaded. Okay. When you execute your code, actually your code, executable code, is going to be loaded inside your memory, inside your RAM. So memory के अंदर जहाँ पे भी हमने वो कोड लोड किया है, हार्ड डिस्क या SSD जो भी है आपके पास, वहां से आप मेमोरी में जब लाते हो तो मेमोरी में आप कहाँ पे रखते हो उसका एड्रेस आपको चाहिए, and that address you can access using pointers, right? So pointers we can use to access that memory address or a value, or even we can manipulate data stored at that memory location. Yeah. So using pointers, we can manipulate or we can access those data which is stored at the given address. So what are the benefits of using pointer? Well, pointers are more efficient when we are handling arrays or data tables. Okay. You can easily handle your entire array or two-dimensional array or something data tables with pointers. With pointers, you can return more than one value from a function, because function से हम अगर return statement लिखते हैं तो हम एक ही वैल्यू रिटर्न कर पाते हैं. अगर आपको एक से ज्यादा वैल्यू वापस चाहिए तो आप पॉइंटर यूज कर लो, पहले से ही एड्रेस भेज दो जहां पे वो फंक्शन कैलकुलेटेड आंसर स्टोर करेगा और आपको वो फाइनल आंसर भी एड्रेस से मिल जाएगा. So using pointers, we can return multiple values from a function. Using pointers, we can pass arrays or string very easily to the function. We have seen कि जब हम function में कोई array pass करते हैं तो हम सिर्फ array का नाम लिखते हैं, and that name of the array variable is nothing but the address of that array variable, base address of that array variable. And that's why, on the other hand, it is a pointer. You are storing the address. Explicitly आपको pointer दिखाना नहीं पड़ता वहां पे, but it is actually the address, right? Even pointers can create complex data structures, just like linked list, stacks, queues, and all. So these data structures you are going to learn in the next semester. Computer and IT students are going to learn data structures in the next semester. Data structure is the subject. And in that subject, you are going to learn what is stack, what is queue, what is linked list, how you can create tree and a graph in a program, and so on. Right? Even using pointers, it allows you to support dynamic memory management dynamically at runtime. If you are going to allocate a memory, तो वो मेमोरी अलोकेशन कहाँ पे हुआ है उसका एड्रेस आपको चाहिए. जैसे ही एड्रेस आता है आपको पॉइंटर चाहिए होगा. So whenever you want to work with addresses, you have to have pointers. And dynamic memory allocation, we have entire unit on this. Later on, we are going to see how we can dynamically allocate memory whenever we require. Even pointers can reduce the length and complexity of some programs. And pointers can increase the execution speed, thus reducing the program execution time, because you are directly going to access that memory address and you are going to make some changes in the memory address itself, right? So it can reduce the execution time also. So these are few benefits. Look, I'm saying few benefits, not limited to this only. Few advantages of pointers. So we were talking about addresses. I said whenever we work with address, we need to have a pointer. So the first question comes to our mind is, what is address and how we can have address, right? Well, Sonu Kumar is writing point error. I don't understand what is point error, Sonu. Yeah, Nirmal is saying it can be done using malloc and calloc, right? Yes, malloc and calloc, these two are the inbuilt functions which can help us to allocate a memory runtime. So we will see that thing later. Later we have dynamic memory allocation unit, and at that time we will see what is malloc and calloc. Jwalant is saying voice is breaking. Jwalant, I think that will be at your side. Just make sure that your internet connection is proper, okay? Well, let's go further now. So we were talking about addresses, how can we have the address of any variable? So if we want to have the address of any variable, and what is address? Address is nothing but the actual location of a variable inside your memory. Now, when we talk about memory, it is system dependent where you are executing this thing, right? So once the code has been loaded inside a memory, we can access where or what is the address of that memory location. So address of a variable is we can access immediately. Now, how can we access it? So for that, we have ampersand operator. Ampersand, it's the address operator. Now we all have used this ampersand operator already. जब भी हमने scanf use किया है, हमने ampersand use किया है. So what we were doing, we were writing something like scanf %d ampersand a. Now, which means now you can see, or you can say that this ampersand is the address operator. Okay, what it is? It is the address operator. So what scanf requires, scanf knows that it is going to take one value from the user because of this %d. लेकिन वो वैल्यू लेके कहाँ पे स्टोर करना है, कौन सी मेमोरी में उसको स्टोर करना है, उसके लिए हम क्या देते हैं, हम वेरिएबल का एड्रेस देते हैं. सो a is the variable and ampersand defines the address of that variable. So what we give here is हम actually वेरिएबल a का एड्रेस scanf को देते हैं, so that scanf knows कि जो भी वैल्यू यूजर देता है उसको कौन से मेमोरी लोकेशन पे स्टोर करना है. सो इट नोज नाउ यूजर ने जो भी वैल्यू दी है उस वैल्यू को आप इस एड्रेस पे स्टोर करो, राइट? So what is ampersand? Ampersand is nothing but the address operator, which is going to give you the address of given variable. So ampersand operator returns the address of the given variable. Now, scanf is not the only place where you use ampersand sign. Wherever you want to access the address of any variable, you can use ampersand sign. So if you just want to have the address of variable q and you want to store it somewhere, then you can write it like this way, ampersand q. It is going to give you the address of variable q and it will be stored inside variable p. Now this p must be pointer variable, and how to declare a pointer variable we'll see very soon. But this is how you access address of any variable. Ampersand, you prefix ampersand sign. Ampersand is the address operator. It is going to give you the address of that variable. That's how we access address. So once we have the address and we want to store that address somewhere in the variable, then that variable need to be the pointer variable. So to declare a pointer variable, generally what we write is we write a data type and then variable, pointer variable with asterisk sign, star. Okay. So the data type is nothing but the data type of variable where it is pointing to, right? var is just a variable name. कोई भी variable आप ले सकते हो. And this asterisk sign is actually defines that the given variable var is a pointer variable. जब आगे ये स्टार लग जाता है तो वो डिफाइन करता है कि ये पॉइंटर वेरिएबल है. अगर आप स्टार नहीं लगाते हो तो वो सिंपल वेरिएबल है. सो इट्स समथिंग लाइक इंटीजर a, ये सिंपल वेरिएबल हो गया. बट इफ आई राइट इंटीजर स्टार p तो ये पॉइंटर वेरिएबल हो गया. ओके. So one example is, how do we declare a pointer variable? We simply declare it with data type star and then variable name. So it declares a variable p as a pointer variable that points to the integer data type. Okay, p जो है वो एक pointer variable है और वो कहाँ पे point करेगा? जहाँ पे integer data होगा. Look, this data type is important. Remember, I'll make that more clear with other example also. But this is how we declare a pointer variable. Look, when we talk about address, Jwalant is asking, can we store address in a string? Look, when we are talking about address, address is always going to be the unsigned integer value. Okay. Address is always going to be the unsigned integer value. क्योंकि जब आप अपनी मेमोरी की बात करते हो तो मेमोरी के अंदर जितने भी ब्लॉक्स हैं वो ब्लॉक को कुछ एड्रेस असाइन हुआ, that is something like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and so on, positive unsigned integer values. But yes, definitely you can convert that integer value to whatever value you want, hexadecimal value, octal value. Even you can convert that address to string if you want. Now conversion process need to be defined. Okay, so let's move on. Now this is how we declare a pointer variable inside a program. So these are a few more examples. Now how to write that star. Look, data type and variable name is fixed, int and p, but you can define star associated with int, you can define star associated with p, or you can define star and you can have a single space, empty space on both the sides, but all three are okay. Doesn't matter how you write, all three are equal. It is going to declare a pointer variable p pointing to the integer data. Most of the time we go through this way, style 2. We associate star with a variable name. Okay. Why? Because whenever you want to go for multiple pointer declaration, if you want to declare multiple pointers, you need to write data type only once, and then you can define any number of pointer variables that you want. Right? So that's why we associate star with the pointer or the variable name generally. Otherwise, all three styles are okay. So let us see address and pointer variable combinedly now. Ampersand operator is going to give us address, and star, when we write star in a declaration, it defines it is a pointer variable. So let us see both in the single step. Look, once we have the address, we want to assign it. So it's very simple. Assignment is nothing but a simple equals to operator, assignment operator. Now, if we do have one normal variable q, which stores some data, integer data, and if we want to have the the address of that variable, we write ampersand q, which gives us address, and we assign that address using equals to sign in some variable p. Now, if you are storing address in variable p, then p must be pointer variable. That you should make sure. तो हमने p को integer star p से declare किया. Okay. Now later on p is just a normal variable. उसके अंदर आप कोई भी एड्रेस स्टोर कर सकते हो. नॉर्मल इसलिए क्योंकि वहां पे आप इक्वल्स टू साइन प्लस माइनस साइन भी कर सकते हो. मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिवीजन इज नॉट पॉसिबल, but you can do plus minus and arithmetic operations. We'll see. but that will be specifically on address, and address is going to be unsigned integer value. Fine. So this is how we declare. If we have a simple variable and we access the address of that variable, we can store that address in a pointer variable p, which has been declared with int star p. So this is declaration and this is initialization of that pointer variable. Okay. Yeah. Some enrollment number 71 is asking me, if we write like int star p comma r, what he is saying, if we write int star p comma r, well, in this case, this is going to be pointer variable, and this one is going to be the normal variable. Okay, because this star is associated with p. Look, if you write star at this place also, then also this comma operator is going to separate these two. Okay, so you have to be careful when you are declaring pointer variables and normal variables at the same line. This is possible. You can write this in your code. There won't be any error. Okay, but p is a pointer variable, r is a normal variable, remember. So hope I'm clear with your query. And let's continue now. So what we do is we declare a variable q, then we declare a pointer variable p, and then we assign the address of q. Now, that declaration and assignment both can be done in a single step also. So wherever you declare your pointer variable, at the same time, you can assign the address of other variable in a single statement. So it is possible to assign address of a variable in the pointer variable whenever we declare it. So initialization of a pointer, data type of a pointer variable. Now, when you are doing this, make sure that pointer variable is having same data type to the variable which address you are accessing. Okay. Q का एड्रेस अगर आप P में रखते हो तो Q एंड P दोनों का डेटा टाइप सेम होना चाहिए. दैट यू हैव टू मेक श्योर, बिकॉज पॉइंटर वेरिएबल जब कोई एड्रेस पे पॉइंट करेगा तो उसको ये पता होना चाहिए कि वहां पे कौन से डेटा टाइप की वैल्यू है. वहां पे इंटीजर वैल्यू है, या फिर वहां पे फ्लोट वैल्यू है, या फिर वहां पे कैरेक्टर वैल्यू है. वहां पे कौन सी वैल्यू है, फॉर दैट यू हैव टू राइट दिस डेटा टाइप प्रॉपरली. And one more thing, if you don't want to initialize your pointer variable with any address for now, let's say at present you don't know which address you are going to store, in that case you can initialize your pointer variable with null or 0. आगे जाके आप डिसाइड करोगे कि वहां पे कौन सा एड्रेस आएगा. सो अगर डायनामिकली आप मेमोरी एड्रेस अलोकेट करते हो तो पहले से आपके पास कोई एड्रेस नहीं है, well in that case you can declare your pointer variable and you can initialize it with null or 0, and later on जब आप मेमोरी अलोकेट करोगे तो आपको एड्रेस मिलेगा और वो एड्रेस आप p में रख सकते हो. Okay, so this is the thing. So let us see now. Look, how do we access value using pointer variable? जैसे कि मान लो कि आपने integer, let's say a equals to 5 लिखा है, and then you have integer pointer p equals to ampersand a. So actually p is pointing to a और a के पास कुछ वैल्यू है. So आपको 5 p को यूज करके कैसे मिलेगा? How you can access this 5 using p? So it's very simple. For having the data at a given address, we have star operator, asterisk sign. Asterisk is also used at the declaration time. अगर वो declaration statement है तो वो ये define करता है कि pointer variable बना. But if you use asterisk sign at the execution statement, तो वो ये define करता है कि given address पे जाके आप वो value लेके आओ. जो भी एड्रेस आपको बोला गया है उस एड्रेस पे जाके वहां से वैल्यू फेच करके लेके आओ. So that's what it does. So if you want to access the value using pointer variable, तो आपको सिर्फ this asterisk operator use करना है. Asterisk is actually the indirection operator, or we can say dereferencing operator. Dereferencing, क्योंकि एड्रेस जो है वो रेफरेंस है, उसको आप डी रेफर करोगे तो फाइनली वैल्यू मिलेगी. एंड द सिंटेक्स इज वेरी मच सिंपल. एट द टाइम ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन अपने वेरिएबल के आगे वो स्टार लगा दो. नाउ दैट मस्ट बी पॉइंटर वेरिएबल, तभी ये स्टार वर्क करेगा. नॉर्मल वेरिएबल के आगे आप अगर स्टार लगाते हो देन इट इज गोइंग टू जनरेट द एरर. सो मान लो कि आपके पास एक वेरिएबल है avg and you store the address of avg in pointer variable p. pointer variable p. तो आप avg से उसकी वैल्यू प्रिंट कर सकते हो एंड आप स्टार p से भी उसकी वैल्यू प्रिंट कर सकते हो. ओके, avg आपको 45 देगा, स्टार p वो भी आपको 45 देगा. Both these statements are going to give you the same value 45. So now you know that ampersand is going to give you the address. Okay, so you can say ampersand avg is nothing but the address of avg, address of avg variable. अब एड्रेस ऑफ avg आपने कहां पे स्टोर किया है? p में. सो p आपको क्या देगा? It is also going to give you the address of avg variable. And now when you combine both these things, ampersand आपको एड्रेस देगा और स्टार उसी एड्रेस पे जो वैल्यू पड़ी है वो ला के देगा. तो आप अगर दोनों अप्लाई करते हो, ampersand and star both, then it is going to give you the value 45. Okay, it is going to give you the value. Now let us understand this entire process with a different way. So let's understand this one. Look, when you declare a variable integer a, okay, then somewhere inside your memory you will be allocated a memory block which is labeled with the variable name a. Now somewhere, just to make it easier, let us assume कि भाई आपकी जो पूरी मेमोरी है उसके अंदर ये मेमोरी ब्लॉक कुछ 2030 एड्रेस पे है. Let us assume that this is the address of variable a. Okay, now this is just the assumption and it depends on the system also. We know that address is unsigned integer value, तो हमने ये मान लिया 2030 ऐसा कुछ assume कर लिया. Now when you print the address of any variable using percentage u, so u is the unsigned integer. अनसाइंड इंटीजर वैल्यू को प्रिंट करना है तो आप परसेंटेज u यूज कर सकते हो प्रिंट एफ में. सो if you're printing the address using printf %u, then it is going to print some value there. अब टर्बो सी में वो आसानी से प्रिंट कर देगा, वहां पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. When you go for GCC, then it is going to print some warning. I'll show you that later. Because %u unsigned integer value expect करता है, लेकिन आप जब ampersand a लिखते हो या तो फिर कोई एक pointer variable लिखते हो, then it is a pointer. It is not directly the unsigned integer value. So वहां पे उसको data type mismatch मिलेगा. Well, in that case, what you can do, okay, in that case, what you can do is you can use %p. Now, p is a pointer definition. You are going to print a pointer variable, and that is going to be the hexadecimal value. That is again system dependent. Okay, and even you can print hex value using x also. Now hex value जब आप print करोगे तो आपको GCC में कोई warning नहीं मिलेगी, but that is not going to be the decimal value. 2030 decimal value है, लेकिन hex value आपको कुछ इस तरह से मिलेगी 0x to f something and so on. Okay, something like this. So that's how you are going to print those address values. So these are going to be the hex values. तो आपको warning नहीं मिलेगी, लेकिन आपको direct decimal value भी नहीं मिलेगी. Now we will be focusing on decimal values right now, and we'll be printing it using u, भले ही उसके साथ warning आ जाए. So let's get back to this one, back to this example. So when we declare a variable a, आपका कोड जब एग्जीक्यूट होगा तो मेमोरी के अंदर एक ब्लॉक आपको अलोकेट किया जाएगा with some address. Let us assume that address is 2030, and that block is labeled with your variable name a. When you assign 5, तो वो मेमोरी के अंदर 5 भी स्टोर हो जाएगा. Okay, it is going to store value 5 inside that memory. So that's our first line. Now the second line, when we declare a pointer variable p, so it is also going to declare one more variable, or it is also going to allocate a memory block. एक extra memory block आपको assign होगा, which will be labeled with p. Labeled with p. Let us assume this memory block is somewhere at 3100 memory address. Okay, so this is actually the address of p. That's the address of p. So we declare a pointer variable. तो वो pointer variable के लिए भी memory के अंदर एक block allocate हो जाएगा. So we have been allocated another block in a memory labeled with p, जिसका address है 3100. Now then what we do is we assign address of a inside p. Now tell me, what should I write here inside p? मैं p के अंदर क्या लिखूंगा? हमने क्या assign किया है वहां पे? What have we assigned as a value of p? Just give me your answer. What we assign inside p? हमने क्या किया वहां पे? So I write ampersand a. Ampersand हमें क्या देगा? Just go step by step. We have assigned ampersand a inside variable p. So ampersand a, ampersand is going to give us the address. address of A. What is the address of A? It is 2030. So inside P, we are going to store 2030. So indirectly, we can say P is pointing to this memory block. P is actually going to point this memory block. अब मेमोरी के अंदर इस तरह से कोई एरो तो नहीं होगा. This arrows are just to understand. Okay. So now we can say P is pointing to A. P is pointing to A. So now if you just want to understand what is happening here, तो आपको सिर्फ ये देखना है. You have let's say you have two variables. You have A and you have P. Now what you need to understand here is what happens when you apply ampersand on A. Tell me. If I apply ampersand on A, what will be the answer? From this understanding जो हमने यहाँ पे सीखा है, tell me what will be ampersand A? Yeah, just give me the direct value. Yes, Manav is correct. It is going to be 2030. Ampersand A मतलब address of A क्या होगा? 2030. So this is going to be 2030. Now tell me, if I apply ampersand on P, मुझे क्या मिलेगा? Correct. That's 3100. That's correct. Now, if I apply star on P, मुझे क्या मिलेगा? Now here we have a confusion. Look, when we apply star on P, P will give you the address because it is a pointer variable. Okay. P is going to give you the address. P की वैल्यू क्या है? 2030 है. P से आपको क्या मिलता है? 2030 which is the address. और एड्रेस के आगे जब आप स्टार लगाते हो देन दिस इज अ डी रेफरेंसिंग ऑपरेटर. सो वो एड्रेस को डी रेफर करके मतलब उस एड्रेस पे जाके जो वैल्यू है वो वापस लेके आएगा. सो आप क्या करते हो? व्हेन यू राइट स्टार पी, वो स्टेप नंबर 1 वो पी से एड्रेस लेगा. नाउ इट इज एक्चुअली एक्सेसिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ पी. Value of P, which is indirectly going to be the address of some memory location. So जैसे ही उसको एड्रेस मिल जाता है देन स्टार क्या करेगा? दे रेफर द एड्रेस. सो स्टेप नंबर 1 से आपको 2030 मिला. यू गो टू एड्रेस 2030 and then bring value at 2030. ओके. स्टार पी क्या करेगा? पी से पहले एड्रेस लेगा. पी के पास कौन सा एड्रेस है? 2030. देन यू गो टू दैट एड्रेस. तो ये एरो से आपको पता चलेगा कि ओके हमें यहाँ पे जंप करना है. यू गो टू दैट एड्रेस 2030 पे हम आ गए. एंड देन यू ब्रिंग द वैल्यू विच इज देयर एट दैट एड्रेस 5. सो जब स्टार पी लिखते हो तो आपको क्या मिलता है? 5. क्या मिलेगा आपको? 5. Now if you write star A, then it is undefined or it is error, because अगर मैं स्टार A लिखता हूं तो वो करेगा क्या, A के पास से पहले एड्रेस लेके आएगा. Now A के पास क्या है, 5. Now 5 is not the address actually. 5 is not the unsigned integer value. It is a normal integer value. So अगर मैं स्टार A लिखता हूं तो वो A के पास से एड्रेस लाने के लिए जाएगा, लेकिन उसको एड्रेस नहीं मिलेगा. So it is going to generate an error. Now that depends on compiler. कुछ compilers error generate करेंगे, कुछ compilers garbage value देंगे, कुछ compiler warning generate करेंगे. But that's not the proper way, because A pointer variable नहीं है. Okay, so that is what happens on that thing. And now we know ampersand address देता है और star उसको derefer करता है. So star and ampersand ये दोनों एक दूसरे को nullify कर देंगे. ampersand से एड्रेस लेके उस एड्रेस को derefer करो स्टार से. So actually ये दोनों ऑपरेटर जो हैं वो एक दूसरे को nullify करते हैं. So if I apply both these operators on a given variable, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? Tell me what will happen if I apply both these variables, both these operators on A. Yeah, it is going to nullify both. एक दूसरे को वो nullify करके simple variable की तरह आपको उसकी value देंगे. So what is the value of A? It is 5. And what is the value of P? What is the value of P? Correct, it is 2030. Okay, now you can understand this thing with one more level. Value of A is 5 and value of P is 2030. Okay, now you just have to remember this table, or you just have to understand this table. Pointer is nothing more than this fundamental part. Pointer is this only. अगर ये समझ लिया तो pointer clear हो गया. Entire pointer theory works on this understanding. Pointer variable is going to store the address. तो आपके पास एड्रेस है. अगर वो एड्रेस चाहिए तो पॉइंटर वेरिएबल एक्सेस करो. अगर उस एड्रेस पे जो वैल्यू है वो वैल्यू चाहिए तो आप स्टार पॉइंटर यूज करो. दैट्स इट. एड्रेस कैसे मिलेगा? एम्परसेंड से एड्रेस मिल सकता है. किसी का भी एड्रेस चाहिए आप एम्परसेंड से एड्रेस ले सकते हो. Okay, so that's all about basic understanding of pointers. अब pointers को आप कहाँ पे अप्लाई करते हो, कैसे अप्लाई करते हो, that's going to give you more and more flexibility, and that's we will see now onwards. Later part में हम यही देखेंगे कि हम pointer कैसे और कहाँ पे अप्लाई करते हैं. But at every place, fundament of pointer is this thing. So is there any more queries now in pointers, understanding of pointers? Vyom is saying didn't get the star row. Okay, look, star is the dereference operator. Star क्या करेगा? आप जो भी एड्रेस दोगे उस एड्रेस पे जो वैल्यू पड़ी है वो लेके आएगा. Okay, so if I say star P, तो ये हो गया कुछ इस तरह से स्टार 2030, क्योंकि P की वैल्यू क्या है 2030. तो अब ये स्टार क्या करेगा, 2030 एड्रेस पे जाओ और वहां से वैल्यू लेके आओ. तो वहां पे वैल्यू 5 है, वहां पे वैल्यू 5 है, तो वो 5 आपको मिल गया यहाँ पे. So star P will be 5. But star A is not possible because if I write star A, तो ये बन जाएगा कुछ इस तरह से, star A की value है 5. Now this 5 is not an address. Right? 5 is not the address value. And that's why it is going to generate a problem. It is going to generate the error. So at this place, I have written dash. It's not definable. We cannot define it. Okay. Yeah. So that's all about basics of pointers. Now, once we have a pointer variable which stores the address, and if that address is unsigned integer value, then we can have some mathematical operation on that value also. So you can increase and you can decrease your pointer value, remember. So if we consider int star ptr, int is the data type, integer data type, ptr is a variable name, and we write asterisk sign, so ptr is now a pointer variable. And here you will come to know why this data type is important. आपको ये पता चलेगा कि ये डेटा टाइप क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है. लेट अस सी. अर्लियर हमने सिर्फ इतना देखा था कि पॉइंटर वेरिएबल जहां पे पॉइंट करेगा उसका जो डेटा टाइप है वही पॉइंटर का डेटा टाइप होना चाहिए. सो इफ p इज पॉइंटिंग टू a, अगर a का डेटा टाइप इंटीजर है तो p का डेटा टाइप भी इंटीजर होना चाहिए. दैट्स व्हाट वी अंडरस्टूड. बट व्हाई, उसका जवाब आपको अब मिलेगा. First, let us understand how we can have some mathematical operations on pointer variable. So these are a few examples. You can increase or you can decrease your pointer variable with increment and decrement operator, plus plus or minus minus. Even you can do mathematical add or subtract operation with a pointer variable. So let us see. If we apply ptr plus plus, okay, ptr plus plus. Now we know that plus plus is going to increase the given value by 1. वो 1 से increase करेगा. अगर वो normal value है तो वो उसको 1 से increase करता है, अगर वो normal variable है. Now if the given variable is a pointer variable, then it is going to increase the address of ptr. Remember, अब हमारे पास address है तो हम address को increase करेंगे. So we are going to increase the address by 1 pointer value. So 1 pointer value, I'm saying not by decimal 1, I'm saying 1 pointer value, so that it can point to the next location. वो next location पे point करे. So if you are pointing to integer right now, अगर आप एक integer value को point करते हो तो next element, next location आपका क्या होगा? Now that depends on the size of the integer data type. That's why I've written on 32-bit OS system, okay? Because integer takes 2 bytes in 32-bit operating system, because the word size in 32-bit operating system is 2 bytes. But when you go for 64-bit operating system, then the word size is 4 bytes, और वहां पे इंटीजर की साइज भी 4 बाइट हो जाती है. ओके Now, all these you will understand, computer and IT student will understand this thing in operating system subject. What is word size? So अगर आप turbo C या कोई emulator use करते हो, then you will be following this thing, because turbo C is implemented using 32-bit. Emulator use किया तो भी वो आपको 32-bit system देगा. If you are directly using GCC compiler on your operating system, and if your operating system is 64-bit OS, तो आपको integer की size 4 byte मिलेगी. Okay. Well, so let's follow the 32-bit OS system. तो फिर यूं होगा कि अगर PTR के अंदर वैल्यू 1002 है, PTR is pointing to the address 1002, तो नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट जो है वो 2 बाइट के बाद होगा. नेक्स्ट इंटीजर वैल्यू विल बी आफ्टर 2 बाइट्स, एंड दैट्स व्हाई PTR प्लस प्लस will make it 1004. Remember, it is not going to make it 1003, it is going to make it 1004. 4 क्यों? क्योंकि हमने एक इंटीजर एलिमेंट इंक्रीज किया. So now you have to understand this thing something like, you have a memory location at 1002, you have one value 5, then the next value 7, and this is just the assumption. Okay, let's say next value is 7, तो वो next value 7 कहाँ पे होगी? 1004 पे होगी. Why? Because integer value takes 2 byte. Totally it takes 2 byte. So if it is starting at 1002, then the second byte will be at 1003, and then it will be 1004. Okay, so all these integer values will be of 2 bytes. So अगर 32-bit OS है तो 1002 बन जाएगा 1004, एंड अगर वो 64-bit OS है तो 1002 बन जाएगा 1006. Okay, any query or any doubt at this point? Look, हमेशा pointer variable जो है वो next element पे jump होगा. तो when you do PTR plus plus, तो वो increment operator उसको increase करेगा depending on the size of the data type जहाँ पे वो point कर रहा है. अगर वो pointer integer को point करता है तो वो 2 या 4 से increase होगा. अगर वो pointer variable float value को point करता है, then it is going to be increased by 4 or 8 value, because the size of float variable is 4 byte या तो फिर 8 byte. So when you increase your pointer variable PTR plus plus, तो वो actually हो जाएगा PTR plus size of data type. जो डेटा टाइप पे वो पॉइंट कर रहा है उसकी जितनी भी साइज है वो ऐड करो तो आपको PTR प्लस प्लस मिलेगा. दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. पॉइंटर वेरिएबल पे इंक्रीमेंट या डिक्रीमेंट ऑपरेटर जब हम अप्लाई करते हैं, देन इट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज द वैल्यू which is equals to the size of data type. We'll stop here. So if you have any query, you may ask. What we have seen today is we have started with pointers. We have understood what is pointer, and to understand the pointer, we need to understand what is the address and how we can handle the address. So ampersand operator can give us the address of any variable, memory location. We can store that address in a pointer variable. To declare a pointer variable, we write data type, then asterisk sign and the variable name. So that is the declaration of pointer variable. We can assign address of any location to that pointer variable. And then if we want to have value at a given address, then again we use asterisk operator, which is dereferencing operator. After that, we started the mathematical operations on pointer variable. And we have understood first one, increment operator. We'll stop here and we'll continue from this place in the next lecture. We are going to start from the same slide. We'll again go for increment, decrement, add and subtract operation on the pointer variable. And then we'll go for the pointer to pointer, multiple pointers. And after that, we'll see how we can use pointer with array. That will be the next topics. Yeah. So that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you for being part of this session here, and see you in the next session, day after tomorrow. Bye-bye.